Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Sachesky. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores! Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep, hustles after it. Slides it across, it's loose, and Alexander from his knees backhands one 5-hole on the Waterloo goalie, and now the Blues are up by a score of 3-1. The Waterloo bench looks stunned. Corner gets it over to Otten. Otten shoots, scores! Some good play by the Blues. Unselfish, passing the puck around. Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Sachesky. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores! Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep, hustles after it. Slides it across, it's loose, and Alexander from his knees backhands one 5-hole on the Waterloo goalie, and now the Blues are up by a score of 3-1. The Waterloo bench looks stunned. Corner gets it over to Otten. Otten shoots, scores! Some good play by the Blues. Unselfish, passing the puck around. Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Sachesky. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores!
Are we on?
Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep, hustles after it.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the River's Edge in Davenport. For the final time of the 2025-26 season, we've got a varsity matchup coming up in just a few minutes after the introductions of the players and the national anthem between the Quad City Blues and the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. The Rough Riders have clinched a spot in the, I think they've clinched ninth place at this point.
Yep.
So the 10th place will either go to the Sioux City Metros or the Mason City Mohawks. Most likely it will be Sioux City that wins that battle because they own the tiebreaker if they wind up tied. So this game doesn't really mean anything except it's kind of a tune-up for the Rough Riders as they go in. They'll probably go into the number 8. They'll play the number 8 team in the initial playoff game, I think, on Thursday over in West Des Moines. Now, introducing the Blues players now. Brady Krzyzewski, number 25, is introduced. And in his last high school game, number 94, Jackson Otten from Rock Island High School. Max Smith will be a starter on the forward line, number 86.
Senior from Davenport North High School, number 42,
Trey Alexander skates out. Three of our seniors, the only three seniors, will start the game. Brendan Orr is anything but a senior. He's a freshman, and he has stood tall on the Blues net all year long as a freshman. I look for him to get better and better as his career goes along.
I got a quick funny about Jackson Otten. When Blue was a last year mite, Jackson was a first year mite. They played on the select team, and Drew coached. And Drew in a drill says, "I need all the left-handed shots over here and all the right-handed shots over there." Well, Jackson's a right-handed shot, but he goes and gets in the left-handed shot line. And I said, "You're in the wrong line." He goes, "No, I'm not." I said, "Yeah, the right-handed shot's over there." He goes, "No, I'm left-handed." I told his dad, he goes, "That figures. He doesn't know if he's a right or left-handed shot." So I just thought it was a funny story. I always think about it.
Before we get started, I would publicly like to thank Dan Beckwith for inviting me to come back and be a part of the broadcast this year. This is going to be my last game. My grandson has been away from the Blues now for 2 seasons. All the kids that he's played with and grew up with are pretty much done with high school and Quad City hockey. So I think it's a good time for me to step away for good. I will try and get down here for games next year when I can. But if there's anybody out there, mother, father, grandfather, anybody who would like to step up and assist Dan with the broadcast next year, please let him know over the course of the summer, because this is a lot of fun once you get to doing it. So,
and I want to express my appreciation for Greg for taking me up on the offer. It was a lot of fun. Greg is a great guy. If you see him around, tell him thanks for his many years of service to Blues hockey, and not just Blues hockey, because you did the Bantams, maybe even Pee Wee before
Yeah,
that.
we did that before. All right, we are underway here. Out to the right, Pointer's a long shot, doesn't get through, rolls around to the near side boards. And behind the net, that's Krzyzewski battling for it. Back to the point to number 22. That's Walker. Walker shot. Oh, had an opportunity there. The Cedar Rapids forward couldn't quite get his stick on the puck because Orr had moved far to his left to cover off an angle, and the right side was open, but that pass didn't connect. Now the Blues get the puck into the offensive zone for the first time. Kept in at the point. This is Otten. Otten is checked into the boards and sent around to the near side boards. And here's a long pass picked off by Mendoza to Otten. Sends it ahead. His pass is intercepted. And Otten once again gets a hold of it. Tries to get it into the zone. Now it's poked in by number 10, Freiberger. And Blues control the puck in their own zone, sends it pass ahead intended for Freiberger that doesn't get through.
Oh, off the lineman. Poor Marty took one.
Here's a man getting to the net, shot, and Orr makes a nice save, hugs that post, keeps that elbow in to make sure that the puck doesn't squeeze between his chest and his arm, and makes a nice save with about a minute 21 gone. Then we'll have a face-off in the near side circle.
That's what I'm going to miss, Greg. Greg with the clock math. I got to look at it and add that up in my head and think about it.
Here's a clearing pass intended for Freiberger. Doesn't get through to him. And Cedar Rapids puts it back in right away. This team, Cedar Rapids, is very good on when the puck gets out of the zone. They're very quick to put it back in. Now the Blues come back. They look like they might have a 2-on-1, but they catch up to Drissel, and he's not able to get it over to the side to Freiberger. Now Drissel tries to get it in front, and he does, but it's picked off there by Cedar Rapids and sent back into the corner by number 4, Waterman. Waterman racing for it, kept in by Bradley over there. As a man put in head first into the boards. That could have been called. Now this one is going to be an icing as Marty has taken off the orange armband and is working as a linesman in this game. So he's working double duty today.
Always.
Making lots of money.
I know, it's weird seeing the refs we actually recognize out here playing or reffing the game.
I'd like to get the handle on how many games Marty referees during the course of a hockey season. He goes all over the Midwest.
The guy carries his reffing gear with him just in case.
Just in case, yep.
One year we went to the preseason showcase in Des Moines, and I go to the next rink, which isn't even one of the high school games. It's a local youth, travel game.
And there he was.
Marty's out there reffing, and his kid's playing on the other sheet.
All right, here's 3-on-2. Oh, a good solid hip check. Who threw that? That was Krzyzewski. What a beautiful hip check. Took the man completely out of the play, and the puck rolled harmlessly into the corner. Now, Blues look to get something going. Here's a pass ahead for Freiberger. Freiberger tips it into the corner.
And Blues going for a change behind that.
Just a little over 3 minutes into the first period. There's no score. This is the Blues' last game, and it's kind of a tune-up for the Rough Riders as they prepare for tournament play. Ooh, that's a dangerous play.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that one didn't draw a whistle because he definitely had his back turned.
Yep. Otten was going to pull up and then didn't.
Puck and play right in front of us. Now back to the line. That's number 82. That's Lai that sends it out to center ice. Now the puck is picked up again and sent back in. That's going to result in an icing on that. I think that was Smith that tried to make a pass from behind his own blue line, and it went all the way down. So obviously that's going to be an icing against the Blues with 13:18 left in the first. Puck comes free to the high slot, and it comes all the way through.
Oh, and made it through somehow.
Didn't have much velocity on it, but those are the kind of sneaky ones that if the
yeah.
goaltender doesn't see it, it's going to get past him anyway.
Or he assumes it got blocked down by that mass of humanity in front of him, then it comes dribbling through.
But in this case, it did get through to Orr. It's a great name for a hockey player, isn't it? Greatest player ever strapped on skates.
Bobby Orr.
All right, now into the zone. This is dropped back to Alexander, I believe, over there.
Nope, Driscoll.
Nope, Driscoll, 23. Yep. Okay. I won't miss these dark uniforms in terms of identifying players. It's hard to see the numbers. I know there are some guys that can just recognize all the skaters by their skating style, but I'm not one of them. So, here's a good solid check, and that one was a legal check.
Yep.
And that really rocked that player for Cedar Rapids. Now into the zone is Driscoll down the right wing boards. Going to try and throw it to the middle.
Good try though.
That almost. Well, I think the player that just got hit down at the other end just threw a pretty good check. Oh, here's an attempted hip check that doesn't make connections, and the puck is back at center ice where it's played to Cedar Rapids defenseman. He enters neutral ice and sends one along the boards, and it's sent all the way in. This is Waterman. Changing. Waterman's going to be the first man back for the Blues to pick it up. And now he's checked, so he's going to have to reverse and take it over to the other side, and it's picked up by number Hodby, and he sends it into the corner. They battle for it there. Another nice check by, was that Otten?
Oh, no, this
is Mendoza. Mendoza drops it. Oh, a good solid check, and
yeah, I thought it was up a little high, but no,
you know what
though,
he caught him with his head down, so it looked worse than it was. I'm not saying it didn't hurt, but I don't think it was illegal.
Munsterman's dabbing at his lips, so. But yeah, you got to keep your head up.
11:42 to go in the first period. No score. We've seen some good solid checks. The Blues are getting their money's worth in the last game of the year, and so are the Rough Riders. Now, Blues hold it in. Here's a man going to get it over. Oh, just past number 42, Alexander. Alexander's pass back to the point to Krzyzewski is sent back in by the Blues. Number 98 is Baxter. He sends it out along the board. Now here's a drop pass to Boatman. Boatman takes it into the zone, but he's rubbed off. Centering pass doesn't get through. Now here's a long pass, almost deflected in by, looked like Boatman here had a great chance there, but wasn't able to get the stick on the puck. He was certainly in position.
Wright tried to pass it, but didn't get much on it. And it's still in.
Speaking of not getting much on it, the Cedar Rapids player has a similar problem. Now it's intercepted. Here's a man moving in. Shot, he missed the net. Be careful. He's going to try and get for the wraparound. Man, he had all kinds of time there. Even after missing the initial shot, there were no Blues back to help with the attempted wraparound. But
he rushed it. If he would have just been patient.
Yeah, he might have been able to get it because Orr was all by himself. But the Blues escaped, and this is number 9. Gunkel sends it into the zone. You can't go by the names on their number. They all have family written on the back. So yeah. I know there aren't 18 players named Family on the Cedar Rapids team. So here we go. Here's a long lead pass trying to get it ahead. And
we've seen some brothers and cousins and brothers and sisters, but not an entire team.
Puck rolls around behind the net, handled by Cedar Rapids. They try and get it out. Bradley is back, but he's unable to stop it. And now here's a man breaking one-on-one. He's going to get to the net. This is Gunkel again. Moves in. Shot. And the Blues are going to get a penalty. And what are we going to get here?
Slash. Yep.
A slashing penalty. That was a nice play by Gunkel. He got around the defenseman and went straight in, but the other back checker for the Blues was able to slow him up by means of a slash. And the shot went wide to the left. So the first power play of the game will go to Cedar Rapids. Who was that went to the box?
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I can't tell. Anyway, first power play for Cedar Rapids.
Was it Waterman?
I don't know.
Because he's the one who missed the check here and then come back hard.
Could be.
Well, there's going to be some pushing and shoving.
Attempted icing was
that's
knocked down and
Otten.
deflected out of the rink. So
it's Sachesky out there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Waterman in there.
okay.
If
Well,
not,
Ryan,
I apologize.
Ryan, if it's Ryan, he's no stranger to the box. He's been there a few times, but that's what you expect from a rugged, hard-hitting defenseman. He's going to spend some time in the box. Now it comes down, man moving in from the point. Block or save if it got through. It was either the blocker or a defenseman that stopped that shot.
I think it might have been the blocker.
Back to the point. This is Crawl over to the far side. Oh, nice work along the boards and out. Oh, and it's deflected up into the zone, up into the bins. That's too bad.
Did it hit Marty again?
I don't know. May have.
He ducked. He curled in like the puck was coming.
Blues have killed 30 seconds of this penalty, but they really haven't been able to get out of their own zone as a couple of attempts have been deflected out of play, and the face-off comes right back. Now Crawl sends it back to the point. Here's 22 Walker, sends it behind the net. Misses the net on the near side rather. Here's a long pass into the corner. There's a man lurking just outside the crease. Now the Blues get it. This is number 33, Jack Wright. He sends it in.
Yeah.
They battle for it in the corner. Good penalty killing by Wright.
Oh, now, kid's holding the stick. Well, why is that not a penalty?
This is Patton coming into the zone. Takes it behind the net.
Yeah, he played pretty well last night against us.
Yeah.
Did he have a goal?
I don't know, but he was on the ice a lot.
Yeah.
There's a shot right in front, and it's going to be gloved by Orr, and we'll get a stoppage with 42 seconds left on the Blues penalty to, we think, Waterman. Yeah, because if Waterman wasn't in the box, he'd be out there on the penalty kill. So that's almost either or.
Oh. So I apologize. No, you're fine. We have a substitute camera person. My oldest daughter who got dragged in because her brother had to run off and do something.
All right. Oh, there's a man who's interfered with. Coach Dobbs screaming about an interference call that wasn't called by Heyman. But now here's a man breaking in. He loses control of the puck, but
oh no, we're both wrong.
Doesn't get out of the zone.
Out there now.
All right, well, we're going to have to find out who that was that's in the box. Oh, here's a man going to get a shot away. Nice pad save by Orr. We're down to 3 seconds left in the penalty. There's a man. Oh, they couldn't get it through to him. He was wide open. Oh, and all right, now we know who it was. It was
Blanc.
It was Blanc.
They don't have a C on his jersey, on these benefit jerseys. So.
Yeah. They just missed springing Blanc on out of the penalty box for a breakaway. But good attention to detail by the point man for Cedar Rapids, who was aware of that possibility and got back. Now the Blues look. This is Blanc again. Sends it ahead, trying to find
just behind Drissel.
Drissel and couldn't. Now the Blues send it in. Kind of a weak shot. Dribbles just past the right post. And we got a penalty coming up. We've got a holding penalty. This one's going to go against Cedar Rapids, I believe. Yeah, their door is opening. It's going to be number, let's see, 22. He's talking to Heyman. And it is indeed number 22, Coleman Walker, who's going to sit for 2. And the Blues will get their first opportunity with the manpower advantage.
All right, so the Blues on a power play.
Into the corner, the Blues looking to send it back to the point. They walk the line. There's a long shot. Doesn't get through as the puck is deflected by Belts. Now behind the net, centering pass, intercepted by the Rough Riders, and they get it, and they clear the zone, and this is number 23, Drissel. Gets through 1, through 2. Now he's going to use the defenseman as a screen. His shot is deflected right off the end of the stick. It was a very
a lot on it.
weak shot, but it did get through to the net. Sometimes those will surprise a goalie if the change of speed is that severe, but not that time. We're assuming this is Baumer again. I haven't really checked his number, but I'm assuming it's Baumer who played last. No, Carter maybe
52.
52. Okay, my mistake. It is Roman Carter. Back to the point. Sent over on the far boards, trying to find a teammate here. Now, man, back in front. Shot they. Oh, I thought that was going in.
Yeah.
Bad angle on that. Now sent around to the far side. That's going to find nobody home at the point, and the Blues have to go back and pick it up. They've got a minute left on this power play. It comes ahead to right. Right over skates it. Now it's picked up and stolen away and sent all the way back. So the Blues are going to have to try it again.
Are you leaving? All right.
From 200 feet away. 45 seconds left in the penalty. It goes to Waterman. Waterman, nice pass on the stick to Freiberger. Freiberger into the corner, sends it. There's a shot. Just missed wide to the left.
Yep.
Now back inside, back to the outside rather, to Waterman. Waterman's shot just sails past the left post.
Yeah, that was on track.
Blues keep it in. Here's Waterman again. Waterman going to get a shot away. Doesn't get through, and the Blues once again keep it in along the far side half wall. Hang it in there. There's a long shot. Rebound in front. They score! That was Waterman from his normal position at the point. He was right inside, just inside the near edge of the circle there, and he picked up that rebound, and he didn't hurry the shot and made sure he had it right in the groove on his stick, and he fired it over the shoulder of the goalie as he slid across, and the Blues have taken a 1-0 lead. I believe that was still on the power play. It was getting toward the end.
Yeah, I'll have to look and see. I thought, ooh, I hope he didn't take too long, but the goalie came over and Waterman picked the spot and scored.
Oh, here's a man breaking. Or did not get the puck. He tried to poke it, and he missed it. And the puck ended up coming back through his crease, but from behind the net, so there was really no angle to score unless someone would have gotten there to tip it. Now there's a dangerous pass across the top of the slot, but the Blues get away with it temporarily. Oh, there's a man taken down. That's going to be another penalty. Another penalty. This is going to be a hooking call against Cedar Rapids.
So Jack Wright, with some hard work, draws a penalty.
Yeah, that penalty was Wright was wheeling behind the net, and as he came out to try and head out of the zone, he got pulled down. And so the Blues, who had just scored a power play goal, are going to get another chance here with 4:34 left to go in the first period, and the Blues with a 1-0 lead at this point. Off the draw comes to Cedar Rapids, and they're able to ice the puck, send it all the way down. This can't tell who this is. All right, this looks like
Waterman.
That's Ryan Waterman once again. He's stymied as he comes out the first time. Now he's going to try it again, and he sends a pass ahead to 23 Drissel. Drissel over the blue line. He's checked there. Slashed actually by Belt. Yeah. Here's a long shot, and they score again.
Tipped in by somebody. So Waterman took the shot, but I can't tell.
Waterman shot from the point. Got underway, and it looked like
I think Otten might have got the tip.
Well, Jackson Otten is having a nice senior weekend, last game of the career type weekend. He had a goal last night, and he's just picked up another one to at least that's what we believe happened on that. But it was definitely Ryan Waterman's shot from the point that got it underway. And the Blues, how many times have we said this year? The Blues lead it 2-0. Not many.
Oh, thought that was a trick question.
No, it was no trick.
I was a little worried that might have been above the crossbar, but the ref signals good goal.
Yep. Now that would have been typical of what happened to the Blues this year. And there's a man breaking in. Nice play by the defense to ward off that man who was coming down the right wing slot area. Behind the net now.
Bradley got a stick on that puck just enough to.
We'll see if we get some pushback now from Cedar Rapids. Now the Blues take it into the offensive zone along the left wing boards, now behind the net.
Nice pull-up.
Back to the point. Comes to Bradley. Now they battle for it right at the half wall. Bradley steps up but isn't unable to keep it in. And we got a man 2-on-1 breaking for the net. Good back check there by number
Trey Alexander.
Yeah, that's who it was. Number 42, Trey Alexander. Blues lead it 2-0. Here's a long pass sent out, but is played there by number 10, Frangella. He had a good game last night for Cedar Rapids. Picked off at the blue line, and what are they going to call? Too many men on the Blues?
Men on that? The kid was leaning. It was like lifted off the ice. Oh, horrible call.
Boy, Drew Otten is not happy with that call.
Because the player came on the ice. The player
going off the ice was
off
the ice.
Skates off the ice.
Yeah.
Throwing himself over when the puck was played.
Now Heyman's going to come over and tell Drew to be quiet, I think. So who had to serve that? Who's serving that? Too many men. I can't see who that is.
I know from here. Well, it's either Driscoll or Mendoza because they have a clear shield on.
Joe getting an explanation from Heyman, but he's not going to change the call. That's for sure. That's already up there on the board. So we're going to have a face-off.
Mendoza is in the box serving the too many men.
And that gets out. Now here's a man breaking. That's Driscoll. He's in along the boards. Now he drops it back. Here's a long shot.
Ooh.
That was a headhunter.
Yeah.
Went over the top of the net and forces Cedar Rapids to go back behind their net to start their power play rush. This is 47 Sebring. His efforts to get in the zone are rebuffed, and the Blues are going to take it and send it all the way back inside the Cedar Rapids blue line, and they'll start again with 1:25 left. Now the puck goes all the way through to, that looks like Waterman.
Yep.
And Waterman's going to throw it high, and we should have just let that one go. Now Cedar Rapids controls in their own zone. A long lead pass along the right wing boards and tipped out of the zone as they tried to cross it over to the near side point and couldn't do it. Oh, there's a high hit there by number 47 Sebring that they let go.
Blunk saw it coming and kind of got his arms up himself to defend against that.
And keep an eye on that Sebring. There's a shot off the leg pads of Otten. Otten gets to it first and sends it up and out of the zone.
Good penalty kill so far. Well, here we go.
What do we got here? I was looking at the puck. We got
22 and Otten going at it. 22 grabbed Otten by the cage.
22 is
which
Walker.
By rule should be an automatic ejection.
Yeah, it should be.
That's a game misconduct.
They're going to call a slash, and I don't see Otten going to the box.
The cage, and you should be out. What did they signal? Just roughing?
I thought it was a slash. I thought I saw the slash sign. So anyway, the Blues have 39 seconds left on their penalty for too many men, and now Cedar Rapids has picked up a minor. So
4-4 for 39 seconds.
And then one after that, the Blues should have a one-man advantage for the rest of the period or until they score.
Yeah.
Now there's a man racing to the middle. Nice play by Waterman.
Yep, good position. Oh, careful. We don't want a boarding penalty.
Yeah, Cedar Rapids fans not used to being behind to the Blues. They're not liking it at all.
Not this season.
Yeah. Now back to the right point. There's a long. Now he puts it into the corner. Intercepted,
nice.
And
nice
the Blues
move.
are going to get out of the zone. And this is number 10, Freiberger. Freiberger sends it ahead.
He had right going.
All right. Now they're offside. They didn't call it.
No call there.
Now the Blues have a power play. They sends it in behind the net. It goes to Cedar Rapids.
Man.
Now we got a Blues man down.
Yeah. Not only down, the puck was over here when he got hit.
Can you tell who that is?
Mendoza or Driscoll?
Oh, geez, I hope it's not either. Well, Drissel had that horrible ACL injury a couple of years ago at the hands of Cedar Rapids. That's Mendoza.
He's hurting.
Yeah.
I mean, that
I was not watching that part of the ice, so I don't know exactly what happened. But
I just happened to catch it out of the corner of my eye. That guy just drilled him pretty hard from behind after he'd sent the puck around behind the net, and it was almost all the way over to this corner.
well, I would say this: Cedar Rapids. I'm not saying that they're responsible for anything in particular, but they don't want to get into any kind of rough stuff because it could impact their chances in the tournament. If they pick up a game misconduct, whoever gets it is not going to be able to play the first game of the tournament, and that may be the only game they get. You never know.
Yep.
So that's something for them to think about. Now the puck in the corner to Otten. Otten shot.
Nice shot.
Right along the ice, and sometimes those are the trickiest shots to handle.
Yeah, Otten pulled up. He was thinking of sending it back to Drissel at the blue line, but he saw the defender cheating towards the blue line and then curled and took a nice shot.
So we've got 19 seconds left in the period, 50 seconds left in the period. If the Blues score here, that would negate the penalty. Now here's a man breaking down the right wing boards. He's got one man to get in front of. Can't do it. Nice save by Orr, and he pulls the puck to him.
Oh,
and a man had tried the
nice
wraparound, and it didn't work. We're down to 5 seconds.
Save.
Keep it behind the net, boys. And up and out of the zone. And that's the end of the period. The Blues really dodge a bullet there in the last 5 seconds.
And we got a broken stick. And Blunk and 15 are having discussions.
Yeah, get the linesman in there. That's
Somebody
their job.
got their stick slashed in half.
So at the end of the first period of play, the Blues have a 2-0 lead. Freiberger pointing to the scoreboard. He hasn't had a chance to do that a whole lot this year. But
don't be too cocky.
But again, something to think about if you're a Cedar Rapids player is you do not want to get something that can wind up with you being ejected. Remember last year, Waterman was ejected in the last play of the game, last game of the season, and he was ineligible to play in the first game of the playoffs for the JVs. And or was that the varsity? I can't even remember.
Yeah, JV.
But, yeah, the JVs. And fortunately, the Blues won that first game, and then Waterman was able to come back and play. Would have been a real shame because as well as Waterman played last year, not to be able to play in the playoffs. So kind of a messy end to the period as Drew Otten walks across. He looks older now than he did at the start of the season. That hair is a little grayer. Anyway, that's the end of the first period. We'll be back with the second period in about 15 minutes. This is Quad City Blues hockey.
Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Sachesky. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores! Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep. Hustles after it. Slides it across, it's loose, and Alexander from his knees backhands one 5-hole on the Waterloo goalie, and now the Blues are up by a score of 3-1. The Waterloo bench looks stunned. Corner gets it over to Otten. Otten shoots, scores! Some good play by the Blues. Unselfish, passing the puck around. Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Sachesky. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores! Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep, hustles after it. Slides it across, it's loose. And Alexander from his knees backhands one 5-hole on the Waterloo goalie. And now the Blues are up by a score of 3-1. The Waterloo bench looks stunned. Corner gets it over to Otten. Otten shoots, scores! Some good play by the Blues. Unselfish, passing the puck around. Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Sachesky. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores! Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep, hustles after it. Slides it across, it's loose, and Alexander from his knees backhands one 5-hole on the Waterloo goalie, and now the Blues are up by a score of 3-1. The Waterloo bench looks stunned. Corner gets it over to Otten. Otten shoots, scores! Some good play by the Blues. Unselfish, passing the puck around. Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Sachesky. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores! Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep, hustles after it. Slides it across, it's loose, and Alexander from his knees backhands one 5-hole on the Waterloo goalie, and now the Blues are up by a score of 3-1. The Waterloo bench looks stunned. gets it over to Otten. Otten shoots, scores! Some good play by the Blues. Unselfish, passing the puck around.
teams are coming back out onto the ice. At least the Cedar Rapids team is coming out. Before we get started in this second period, I'm just thinking back over the 10 years of the Blues Sports Network, going back to about 2016, when a gentleman by the name of Dean Patton and his wife had the idea to run the games on YouTube. And when Dean and Janice's son Stone started in the high school league, they were right there, and they had a couple of guys that did the announcing for him, Mark Sage and Mark Cedar, who did a great job and really built the idea of the Blues Sports Network. And when Stone left the program after a senior year as the leading scorer in Blues history at that time, Dean's son Max was coming in as a freshman, so he continued it. And so, unfortunately, Mark Sage, the first announcer, one of the announcers that started with the Blues Sports Network, passed away at a very young age. It's a tragedy. He's a very, very popular man, a teacher at Davenport West High School. And Dean asked Rich Blunk and me if we would like to get involved with the announcing, and we both said absolutely we would. And so starting in the 2021 season, Rich and I did all the easy work, the fun work, while Dean was toting the machinery around and setting all the computer programs up and everything. So kudos to Dean Patton. I have a little bit more to say on that as we go along here. There's a long shot. The Blues still have a 24-second power play, but they're a long way from the long way from the net.
So I think Jackson Price is in the penalty box.
Why would he be in the penalty box?
I don't know, but could have been matching minors. So Jackson got hit in the back, punched in the back of the helmet, and then cross-checked to the back of the head as the period ended.
And for that, he got a matching minor?
Well, I don't see anybody in the box for Cedar Rapids.
Well, you know, if you tuned out as soon as the period was over or went to get something to eat or something, you didn't see that Coach Dabalier was clearly upset about something at the end of the period. Now, here's a man breaking right for the net, going to get it in front. Now he goes for the wraparound. It's loose on the crease. Shot, save. Puck is still loose. And comes back to the high slot. Nice pad save by Orr. Goes to the corner now behind the net. The Blues got to get something going here and break up this. There's a shot. Goes through all the way to the far corner.
I think that was redirected by the Rough
I think so too. The Blues
over the net.
Blues just need. Oh, and a save by
save, settle things down.
A save by Orr with the glove hand. So minute and a half there, and the Blues had a short power play there of about 24 seconds. But after that, Cedar Rapids really took over and had a lot of heavy pressure on.
See if I can figure out what's going on with the penalty situation
here. Yeah, I guess. There were no announcements as usual. I suppose we could go to the website. There's a long shot from just inside the circle. Doesn't get through to Orr. And I don't know if it's on the back of the net or if Orr has grabbed it. I don't know. A lot of bodies in front of us here, so we can't really see. But it's obvious that the Cedar Rapids coach had a few choice words. There's probably some blistered paint in their locker room because their players have come out very active to start the second period. Now the Blues come back 3-on-2. It's the end of the zone. It's a shot by Freiberger. It's deflected off the skate of number 10, Frangella. Back to the far point. There's a long shot in front. The puck is loose in front. And a shot. Oh, and the Blues just failed to capitalize on a great opportunity. And you got to credit there was one defenseman. Let me see if I can get his number here, who did a great job of tying up our man in front of the net. I think it was number 10.
So
that was Frangella.
So Alex Mendoza got a penalty that is rarely called and you rarely see. He got playing with too many sticks, which is a penalty. You can't carry two sticks and play with either of them. But Jackson Price at 17 minutes of the second got a misconduct.
Oh boy.
I don't know what for. What saying?
Shot right in front.
Saying I got
And
punched in the back of the helmet, ref. Can you do something? I mean, we went back and watched, and there's no mention of Cedar Rapids getting a penalty. So
Carter made the save there while all that was going on. So
well,
the
that's all
score,
that mystery.
the score remains 2-0 in favor of the Blues. Oh, nice lift of the stick there.
Yeah.
Now the Blues look to come
Oh,
in front, tucked
there's
in,
a goal.
and it scored. Who got
Jack,
that one?
So Jack Wright put it on net. Henry Drissel, the puck like went either between his skates or just to the right of his skate and just put his stick down and deflected it 5-hole on the goalie.
So Drissel has scored early in the second period, and
Yeah.
what a momentum that Cedar Rapids came out of the locker room with has been temporarily at least interrupted as the Blues have increased their lead to 3-0. And I know I've never said that all year. So nice pass by Wright to slide it through, and Drissel right at the edge of the blue paint got a stick on it. Looked like he just directed it between the 5-hole of goaltender Carter. And so the Blues are ahead 3-0. Waterman sends it over, and there's a long pass that's tipped, I believe. Nope, apparently not.
It went through everybody.
Apparently not.
Boy, last game they called everything off for icing, but not this game. So yeah, that was nice play by Wright and Drissel.
Yep.
Wright sent it to the net. I think he saw he had a teammate going. Drissel just literally stuck his stick down, and the puck hit and just went 5-hole.
So now back to the point. Frangella's shot right on goal. Pad save by Orr. And the Blues come out of the zone. Here's a long lead pass trying to find Drissel. He stays on sides, and the Blues send it into the middle. A shot.
Oh.
It's blocked by the defense. Now they come back 2-on-2. Here's a lead pass, and Cedar Rapids sends it into the corner. Frangella is the first one there, but
or not taking any chances.
Or grabs it as it rebounded off the back wall. So we'll have a face-off in the near side circle to the left of goaltender Brendan Orr. Coming with 14:04 left in the second period. The Blues leading it by a score of 3-0. 96 going to take the draw. That's Kellen Patton. There's 2 Pattons on this team.
Oh.
Shot. Great save. Man, all alone in front. Oh, there was a cross check against the Blues that wasn't called.
They had a chance to control that puck. And
what a great save by Orr, as Cedar Rapids had a man about 6 feet in front of him with the puck all by himself and all the time in the world.
All the forwards for the Blues came over to the near boards chasing a puck, and it sprung back out to the slot right in front of the net.
Now here's a pass picked up by number 8 and deflected to the corner by Orr. Now they bring it in along the left wing boards. Shot right out. Nope. I heard a whistle.
No, you blew the whistle.
He blew the whistle.
You blew the whistle before it crossed. You tell him, Wicks. Tell him that's not a goal.
Well, the whistle was blown. That's on you, ref.
Drew Otten has got to hold himself up. He's so mad.
Yeah, there's no question the whistle blew before the puck crossed the line. That's he lost sight of the puck. He blew the whistle. The play is dead. Now he's going to come over and make some half-ass excuse about, well, no, I blew the whistle too fast.
Yep, and there is no rule in USA Hockey that says the play continues if it would have been a goal, even if there's an errant whistle. There's a whistle. It's stoppage. And that puck, if it's not across that line. Yep. Horrible decision by the ref.
Yeah.
Horrible. Wicks warning Otten. Otten bitching at Wicks.
Terrible call.
Yep. And I don't want to be harsh on the refs, but Drew Otten's getting tossed, or might get tossed.
All right, off the draw. That goal is going to stand up.
The excitement of the last game of the season, right?
Yeah. 3-1 is the score. Now here comes Cedar Rapids again.
Hand pass. That was a hand pass. Oh my God.
Puck along the boards on the far side, knocked out to center ice. Well, there's the best play of the day.
Oh, don't hurt Marty.
Oh, that was Marty.
Marty hasn't done anything. We like Marty. We like Wicks.
Not a big fan of Heyman.
I didn't say that.
No, I know.
I know
But
you.
this
won't
is
be,
my
you
this is
won't be,
my this is my last game.
Wait, where's the mute button? I just thought of that. I don't want to bring up the Maha board, get you all going. All right, dropping the puck.
Back to slot shot.
Oh, nice
Right,
save.
nice save by Orr.
Yeah, Cedar Rapids runs that play off the faceoff really well. They just put the winger right behind the faceoff man.
This number 10, Dominic Frangella, he is a good player. He is a good defenseman. He was very noticeable in the game last night,
There's icing.
and so far again today. And that's you got that one right. That's going to be an icing against the Blues with 12:46 to go in the second period.
I mean, there was no way that was getting waved off. The Cedar Rapids had done it. That might have been a different story.
The Blues still have a 2-goal lead, and they need to kind of recompose themselves. And it wasn't a good call, but it
you
happens.
Gotta shake it off.
You got to shake it off and try and keep yourself in the game mentally and not look for excuses.
Yep.
Kept in at the point by Crawl.
I would tell the kids when I was on the bench with them, look, if the refs get it wrong, nothing you can do. Just go out there, score another goal, right?
And
if you don't like the call, score another goal.
That 15. Oh, that's Belts. Yeah. Little jousting there with one of the Blues defensemen. I think that was Krzyzewski, but nothing serious.
Well, I don't know. Our last kid that got jousted with got a 10-minute misconduct. I don't know what.
Yeah, there's a shot from the point. Nice pad save. Another one. Deflected before it gets to Orr. Now it's sent into the corner. There's a shot from the point.
Ooh.
Goes off the back of one of the Blues defensemen to the corner.
I think that was Bradley.
We're spending entirely too much time in the Blues zone. And a puck is backhanded in by number 79, Munsterman. Picked up by
Munsterman.
Sent back behind the net. I was looking for a Cedar Rapids number there. And up into the netting and finds its way out of the net, out of the rink as it got to the bottom of the netting and then slipped through to the concrete on the outside of the rink.
A souvenir.
So with 11:48 to go in the second period, the Rough Riders have cut the deficit to 2 goals. It's now 3-1 in favor of the Blues. Here it comes to Otten. Otten into the corner. Tries a centering pass and cross in front.
Blanc
doesn't make connection, but the Blues, Munsterman behind the net.
Nope, that's Blanc.
Blanc, all right.
Out to Driscoll. He's hooked up. No call.
It's a shot. Nice save.
The
puck is loose. Nobody there for the Blues. It was alertly swept away by the defenseman for Cedar Rapids. And they look to exit the zone. Kept in. Back to Otten. Otten backhands it into the corner. Blanc tries to center it. He's unable to. It's still in play behind the net now. This is Blanc.
Good pressure by the Blues.
Blanc
here.
is held.
He's held. No call. I mean, blatantly grabbed and spun around.
Here's Blanc. Tries to center it right in front. He can't get it to Bradley, I believe. Now this is Krzyzewski in his own zone. Oh, his pass is intercepted. They have to wait for their teammate to clear. And now the Blues get control again. This is number 81, Blanc. Blanc sends it across, trying to find
just under
Driscoll.
Right stick.
And Cedar Rapids takes over in their own zone, sends a nice pass there, but it eventually gets knocked away from him and back out to center ice by the Blues. Now here's a long shot, deflected away from the net, goes behind the net. And the Blues control behind the net. This is number 10, Freiberger. Freiberger sends it across to Alexander. Alexander chases it down. Now it's going to be kept in. No, not quite. Not quite. As sent back in. Here is number 8. That's Patton.
Yeah.
Sends it into the corner, but is played there by the Blues. Almost intercepted. Knocked down. About knee level with the stick.
Yeah,
by
Trey
Cedar
Alexander
Rapids.
almost had a bad turnover there.
No.
How was that?
Now is this going to be another penalty on the Blues?
Yeah.
That's 10 Freiberger is going to get a penalty, and he was jawing there pretty good with one of the. Didn't get the number. Was that 8? I think that might have been Kai Patton, number 8.
I didn't see who it was. I thought it was 82. Is there
Could
an
be 82. Well, that was Caden Lai if that was the guy. But now the Rough Riders have an opportunity to draw within 1 on this power play as it sets up in the Blues defensive zone. It's set out, goes all the way down. Successful icing by the Blues. This is number 22, Coleman, plays it over on the near side boards to Belts.
Oh, nice interception.
Now here
damn it.
Comes out of the zone.
Blunk was a little bit behind Driscoll.
And here is 15 Belts into the zone. Going to use the defenseman as a screen. Now it's behind that. He got a man right in front, but they finally get to him.
Our defenseman was standing in the crease, and the goalie couldn't get across in case there was a wraparound.
Now the puck behind the net. Cedar Rapids pretty much in control of the puck now. They get it to a teammate in the corner. 1:10 to go in the penalty for the Blues. Here's a man coming out in front, trying to deke his way to the front of the net, is unable to do so. Now he looks for the potential wraparound, and he can't do it.
For a lacrosse shot.
Shot save, rebound in front, and Orr's got it. And as number 22 sticks a fork into the goaltender, that was Walker. He got dumped from behind. So this game is definitely taking a nasty turn here as we reach the midway part of the second period. And it looks like the Blues are going to get another penalty. They're going to be 2 men short.
Well,
that's probably what it should be, because 47.
Yeah,
Sebring definitely.
He and Blunk were going at it pretty good at the end boards after the play. So that's a good call. So the Blues need another player out there. Jack Wright jumps on.
So that's a simultaneous minor, or coincidental minor, I should say, to both of those players. So they'll still be playing 5-on-4 with the Blues a man short, but it won't be a 4-on-3.
Yeah, not like the U.S. had to play.
Yeah, that was a 5-on-3 for a minute and 33 seconds, and they weathered that. The Canadians are not at all happy about the result and how they got. Supposedly the officials missed a too many men penalty.
Yeah, whatever.
And their guy got a 4-minute minor for
he smashed Jack Hughes in the mouth with his stick and knocked teeth out.
And sent out of the zone. It's picked up there by
Here we go.
Now the Blues get into the zone. This is
Driscoll.
That's Driscoll. Get to the net. Now he's knocked off the puck just before he could get a shot off. So killed a few more seconds off the penalty. This is Frangella. Tries to get around. Takes it behind the net. Now he sends it man. The man fans on the shot, and the Blues get it out.
So Waterman got away with a little bit of a hook there.
And Driscoll is actually the first man down.
Yeah.
Driscoll, I know Driscoll got hurt on a very bad check 2 years ago in Cedar Rapids. I don't know if that player is still in the program or not, but I'm sure Driscoll would remember him if he was. Now here's a pass back. It's deflected nicely by
Mendoza.
Number 16 Mendoza behind the net. Penalty is over. Here's a man with the backhanded shot, goes wide to the right and sent around to the far point. Oh, and that hit his skate as he was going off the ice. Why is not that a too many men penalty?
It's not. By rule, it's not. And if that had been the Blues, they would have called us.
Yeah.
So inadvertent contact with the puck while getting off the ice is not
blocker
a too
save
many men.
by Orr back to the point. The Blues did a nice job of weathering that penalty.
Yep.
And that's the end of the penalty. And
surprised they waved that off. I didn't think anybody touched it right here.
Carter comes out of his net, took a kind of an awkward bounce off the boards, came right out to the side of his crease, and he decided to slow things down and kill the play. With 7 minutes exactly to go in the second period, it's 3-1 in favor of the Blues in what will be the Blues' last game of the season. And it will not be the last game of the season for Cedar Rapids. They'll be playing probably on Wednesday, I believe, against probably the 8th seed. Definitely against the 8th seed, whoever that might be.
Oh, nice job, Alexander.
There's a shot, tries to get it back to the right point. There's a shot in front, doesn't get through. Now it does get through, and Carter makes a nice save.
Yep.
And so with 6:49 left, still 3-1 in favor of the Blues. We'll have a face-off in the far side circle.
Yep. Cedar Rapids is coming out in the second period, though, with a little bit of fire in them. The Blues have had to bend and not break for a while.
And that's going to be an icing. Good hustle by the Cedar Rapids man going back trying to.
That was Gage Boatman.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Yep. I understand his brother is playing junior hockey someplace on the East Coast. Somebody told me that.
Yes. If you ask my son Blue over here on the camera, he could tell you probably where, but where Xander's playing? Xander.
Long pass sent up. That's going to be, that should be another icing against Cedar Rapids, and it is.
So 2 icings in a row.
Yep.
That's helping us.
This game has got some of our fans worked up to a much higher degree of involvement, as has been the case in most games, as they're quick to react to anything that they think is going against us from an officiating standpoint.
Well,
I guess when you're behind 5-1 and something happens, it doesn't really, you can't really say, well, that's the difference in the game. But this is a game. Oh, now we got a 2-on-1 developing. One man back is Bradley. Man going to get to the shot score.
Oh, nice shot. That was Gage Boatman. I'll give him that. That was a hell of a shot.
They took advantage of a 2-on-1. And Boatman.
Yeah.
And that's the way those things set up on a 2-on-1. The defenseman has the man who does not have the puck, and he leaves the goalie to take full responsibility for the man who's got the puck. You don't want to get a pass behind you that winds up for an open net tap in, so the defenseman's got to do that. But that was just a good shot. So now with 6 minutes and 14 seconds left, it's 3-2 in favor of the Blues, and Cedar Rapids shows signs of like they really want to get back in this game. Now, that goal could not really be blamed on anybody. That was just
Price was out of the box.
That was a bullet shot, and that was going to be hard to stop under the best of circumstances, and you can't blame the defenseman who had his man under control. So just credit the shooter with an excellent goal. Now the puck in the corner. Blues have to play with composure here and try and regain a little bit of control in this game. Here's a shot right
across
behind the net. Did that come behind in front?
Right across.
Right. All right, now it's
Ooh.
right again along the near side boards, picked up by the Blues. They exit the zone.
Oh, nice job. Right.
This is Drissel.
Right.
He's going to send it in, and then he goes to the bench for a line change.
Right, got a pass off his backhand to Drissel to get it out of the zone. One-handed, too.
All right, Cedar. Oh, here's a nice solid check. Here's a shot.
Nice stand-up. And look at this. Leads to,
now we
led to a turnover with a chance to
2-on-1 developing. Oh, the man falls down, and they're asking for a penalty on a play where the man just fell down. That's just ridiculous.
Toe picked himself at the blue line.
Oh, behind the net is that 16? Is that Mendoza?
Yep.
Okay. He's hit in the corner. The puck
I
is
almost
loose
said it
behind
was
the net.
Freiberger, but you're right. That's Mendoza.
Yeah, that's a left-handed shot. Those I can tell. All right, kept in by Otten. Otten sends it into the corner. Alexander going for it along with Mendoza again. So
Mendoza comes away with it.
Mendoza looking to get it out in front. We got to get somebody who's out in front.
Pulls up behind.
There's a shot. Good save.
Yeah.
Pad save by Carter. Intercepted by Otten. Otten's going to come right back in along the right side board. Sends one across. It's deflected behind the net. This is Kral going for it for Cedar Rapids.
Oh, nice pinch by
Kept
Price.
in. Yep, nice job by Jackson Price.
Cross check by number 15 on Max.
All right,
Smith.
now here's Crawl on a breakaway. No, he's got a one-on-one. Going to get a shot away.
Oh,
and
nice
a nice save by Orr. With 3:55 left in the second period, 3-2 in favor of the Blues. And we'll have a face-off in the Riders' offensive zone, Blues' defensive zone.
So Cedar Rapids flying that weak side winger out of the zone. The Blues have to start picking that up better.
No.
Bradley with the puck.
Bradley almost misplays it. Now he gets it out of the zone, but can't make connections with 23 Driscoll. Now it comes all the way down. And
Marty.
I'm not sure why that wasn't an icing. Maybe it hit somebody's stick.
It was at the red line.
Okay.
But I thought they were on this side.
Played into the corner by number 98. That's Wagner, or Baxter, rather. Kept in.
Come on, guys.
Sends it over to the left wing. Inside the circle. He has the puck knocked off his stick. They battle for it in the corner. And we're going to have a penalty coming against the Blues.
Why is it on us?
Tripping penalty.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's going to be on the Blues. This is. Was that Bradley? Okay, Bradley's serving 2 minutes for a penalty for tripping. So the Blues will have to try and kill this penalty. If they don't, they're going to find themselves back in a tie game late in the second period.
Yep, and we got to calm down and
back to the point. Kept in nicely by the left point man. He sends it around the net, rings around to the corner here where it's picked up by the Cedar Rapids forward in the corner. Back to the point man. That is Patton. Patton sends it back in. Shot. Tried for the tip in. And that one's going to go between the points and go all the way back. And Patton's going to have to go back and pick it up. This is Kai Patton. Gets it to number 15, Colby Belts. Oh, the Blues just get it away and they get a lucky break and it bounces off the boards and out of the zone. So
I haven't seen Ryan Waterman. Is he on the bench even?
I don't know. Haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, because Price is playing B.
There's a shot off the side of the goaltender's equipment. Pops up in the air and into the corner. Down to 1:05 in the penalty. Now it's over to the far side point. Picked up by Patton. Sends it
nice job.
Along the half wall, but not out. And what we got? A hand pass?
On Cedar Rapids.
Oh, good.
Yep. You can't impede the progress of the opposing player with your stick.
And who's going to go there? That's number 22.
He and Driscoll got tangled up when that puck came down the boards, and then Driscoll tried to get back up the boards, and he just held his stick against Driscoll. And
Coleman Walker is going to go to the box for 2 minutes. So we'll play 4 aside for a minute, and then the Blues will have a 1-minute power play pending further developments. Price out there on the point along with Otten, and you raise a good question about where is Ryan Waterman. Back to Otten. Otten's going to load it up and fire. Just misses wide left. Kept in by Otten. He puts it in deep. Otten's been very effective with his shots from the point over the last couple of weeks. He's got a couple of goals this weekend. Now, here they come. Man breaking down the side. That is number 39. That's Long Henry. 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4.
Oh, nice.
Blues send it back.
Nice.
This is Otten over the line.
Oh, we got lucky there.
Yeah, it looked like he might have been offside, but
well, he had control and possession, but
now the Blues control. There's a shot blocked by the defense, goes behind the net to Frangella. Frangella sends it out, but not out of the zone as Price keeps it in.
Nice.
Back to
Blanc right in the shin guards. He waited.
Blanc was right in the high slot where you want to get a shot away, but the defense did a nice
job.
There we go. Here's Blanc again. Shot. Misses wide left.
I get so excited when I see a good play. But that's the right play. Freiberger
kept in by Blanc. Blanc sends it ahead.
Play.
Here's Freiberger with a shot.
Nope, that was Price.
Wide to the left. Yeah, 50 rather than 10. Now it's back to the point. And it's going to get a shot away in front. Deflected
so
away.
The Blues are on a power play.
Yep.
35 seconds.
It was a long shot by Blunk. It's deflected up and into the corner. Now, is that Blunk there?
Keep your head up.
Back to Otten. Otten's going to get a shot away at the goalpost.
The corner.
Hit the corner. Yeah, hit the corner of the goalpost.
Yeah, upper corner.
Back to the point. This is Krzyzewski. He fires one. Nice save by Carter. They battle for it. Back to the point. Here's Krzyzewski again. Drops it over. Here's Otten with a shot.
Oh, he didn't get much on that.
Doesn't get much on it. The Blues are going to have to. Now the man's out of the penalty box, and he's going to get in alone. And a nice check.
Yeah.
A nice lift of the stick there by Krzyzewski, I believe.
Yep, and that's the end of the period.
And the period ends, and the Blues.
The Cedar Rapids fans wanted to call, but so Driscoll had his stick over the stick of the Rough Rider, which is not a penalty.
No.
Now, if he had held it against his body, that would have been hooking. So so it's clear. The penalty is called hooking, but you don't have to actually pull the stick back on the player. You just have to impede the forward progress or the progress of a player with your stick to get a hooking penalty. So fans sometimes get a little.
Well, that will end the
rowdy.
action for the second period. The Blues had a 2-0 lead after one. They actually bumped it to 3-0, but then Cedar Rapids came back with 2 goals midway through the second period to make it a 1-goal game with 1 period to go as we approach 1 o'clock here in beautiful downtown Davenport. Dan and I will be, I almost said Rich and I. Dan and I will be back with the third period in about 13 or 14 minutes, so stick around and we'll be back with you at that time. This is Quad City Blues Hockey.
Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Krzyzewski. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores! Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep. Hustles after it. Slides it across, it's loose, and Alexander from his knees backhands one 5-hole on the Waterloo goalie, and now the Blues are up by a score of 3-1. The Waterloo bench looks stunned. Corner gets it over to Otten. Otten shoots, scores! Some good play by the Blues. Unselfish, passing the puck around. Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Krzyzewski. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores! Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep, hustles after it. Slides it across, it's loose, and Alexander from his knees backhands one 5-hole on the Waterloo goalie, and now the Blues are up by a score of 3-1. The Waterloo bench looks stunned. Corner gets it over to Otten. Otten shoots, scores! Some good play by the Blues. Unselfish, passing the puck around. Gunnar Carroll picks it up. Over to Sachesky. Nice pass up to right. Right's in. And he scores! Sent up. Alexander sends it in deep, hustles after it. Slides it across, it's loose, and Alexander from his knees backhands one 5-hole on the Waterloo goalie, and now the Blues are up by a score of 3-1. The Waterloo bench looks stunned. Corner gets it over to Otten. Otten shoots, scores! Some good play by the Blues. Unselfish, passing the puck around.
All right,
We're on.
we got about 2.5 minutes before the start of this third period. Just wanted to continue what I was talking about, Dean Patton, who really is responsible. I don't know how many teams had video broadcasts on their games 10 years ago, but Dean was definitely one of the first, and he was the pioneer. He did a lot of work along with his wife, Jana. Rich and I had all the fun broadcasting, and Dean was turning dials and connecting cables and trying to keep us on the air and trying to make the best of bad internet situations and everything. And he had some great innovations. We had some instant replay. He had the little video drop-ins with Russell Crowe. Are you not entertained? Some of that stuff. And we had 2 years ago. We just had a great team to cover. They really made a strong run down the end, and I think we probably had 4 of the best players ever to play for the Blues at one time on that team with Conrad and Beckwith and Liam Quinn, and Johnny Nienhaus. And we had a great run 2 years ago. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, that year we had some issues within our team and within the league that caused us to be suspended for a year, and we got over it. But it's a shame, in my mind, that Dean Patton, who had done all the work, and don't forget the money that he spent with the equipment. As Dan is finding out now,
Yeah.
this equipment is expensive, and Dean had done all of that, and Dean was not allowed to participate in his son Max's senior year, and for that, it's a really shame. But I want to send my best out to Dean and Jana for all the work they did on behalf of the Blues organization, and it's a shame things happened the way they did, but they did. And kudos to Dan for picking things up last year when we couldn't do it. But anyway,
Yeah,
just
no.
wanted to pay a little tribute there to Dean, because he never had the chance to have a last broadcast the way things worked out, and I'm getting it today, and I'm grateful for that. And the Blues are putting on a really nice performance, which
Yep,
is also kind of a nice thing for me.
Yep, the Blues definitely owe a lot of gratitude to Dean for being the man behind the scenes. Like you said, there's a lot more to it than you would imagine.
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. All right, we're underway in the third period. The Blues trying to hold on to a 3-2 lead here, but 17 long minutes of hockey still ahead of us. So we'll see what happens here over the.
And both teams at full strength. So,
yeah. Oh! Now there's a man got a shot away. It's blocked by the defense. Rolls
Yeah.
into the corner.
Was that a giveaway by us?
Back to the right point, centers. Man tries to get a shot away. It's deflected off one of the Blues defensemen to the corner. Oh, I thought that one was going to sneak in the near side. Puck is loose right in front, and good job there by the Blues defenseman to take out 2 Rough Riders who were jabbing at the goaltender after he'd made the initial save.
Yeah, for some reason, we had 2 referees last night down at the Mark, and we only have 1 tonight. Or this morning, I should say, this afternoon.
And last games sometimes bring out the worst in players and coaches and fans and announcers.
We've been fine.
As you're kind of desperate to make things go your way. Now the puck rolls behind the corner. Picked up by Cedar Rapids, behind the net again. The Blues are they're going to have to continue to play offensive hockey. They cannot sit back.
Oh, no.
They've got to be very cognizant of giving up odd man rushes, but they cannot just try and play 17 minutes of defense in their own zone, because that's just not going to work, and we know that. So let's try and get another goal and make this a little bit tougher on the Rough Riders. Tough on the rough.
Yeah.
Puck's out at center ice and sent right back in. The Blues are going to stop it at their blue line.
Oh, Price gets around
and
potential hard hit.
I'm not sure why Ryan Waterman has not been out there.
I don't know.
He may have been banged up a little. Now that one I don't think touched anybody. Is that going to be an icing? Yes, it is.
Because I think he's on the bench.
Well, I mean, I didn't see anything that Waterman didn't get a stupid penalty or something that that you would think, well, maybe the coach is going to sit him for a while. So we won't speculate. We don't know, but I'd like to see him out there because he's clearly one of our strongest defenders. All right, puck is loose, rolls right to the glove of Carter. And his glove is jostled a little bit by the stick of one of the Blues players who was rushing to the crease looking for a rebound. But the fact that the Cedar Rapids players did not respond to that tells me that they got the memo. Don't get suspended.
Yeah.
Come on, ladies. Why don't you move along here so I can see? Thank you. All right. Puck is out to center ice and picked up. That was
Alexander.
That was Alexander, who was kind of late coming out of the zone, but it worked to his advantage because he was able to pick up the puck just as he was coming out of the zone. Now it's sent back in. No icing on that as it was deflected off a Blues player. Sent around to the half wall, played by number 19, Hodney.
Ooh.
Back
that almost
to the
hit
corner.
The back of Orr's stick, which is always dangerous.
Oh, man, look. Oh, the man's all by himself behind the net. And finally, the Blues find him, and he's set right on his butt there by the Blues defenseman. This is Alexander. Pokes it into the zone. Now he's dumped. Bradley takes his man out as the puck is sent into the Blue zone. Kind of a blind pass out of the back of the net area by the Blues. And be careful. Now he gets it ahead. Tries to find Mendoza, but that's going to be an icing against the Blues. So we played almost 3 minutes in the third period. And we're going to have a face-off. It does seem like the temperature has gone down a little bit in terms of volatility here in the first few minutes. It was pretty hot there toward the end of the second period. So maybe both coaches have said, boys, we don't want to do anything stupid. Not that a 16 or 17-year-old boy would ever do anything stupid.
Oh God, no.
Here's a passing.
Nice try.
Tried to center it across, but now here's a lead pass. Cedar Rapids over the blue line. This is Hodney, gets a shot right on goal.
Yep.
Nice save by Orr.
Yeah, and that was a nice shot. He waited to get the defenseman in front of the goalie and then took the shot, pulled the puck back behind the defenseman and took that shot. So good job by Orr to track that. Not be fooled by it. Hey, pan up a little bit.
All right, puck behind the net, sent around to the half wall on the near side. Comes to Blunk. I'm sorry, that's Smith, number 86. I saw the 8 and thought it was Blunk. Now the puck picked off just inside the blue line by Cedar Rapids. They're going to get a shot away, and there's a backhand attempt by number 93, Boatman. He's already got one goal for them, but it went wide to the right side. Kept in at the blue line.
The Blues just slapping at the puck and turning it over.
This is Jackson Otten. And the Blues do get the puck out of the zone. Send it in deep. That's Henry Drissel. Had a strong game. Now here's Drissel almost intercepting a puck just inside the circle. He's going to get a shot away. Tried to go to the lower portion of the net on the right side, but the goaltender had that covered. So
I think he wanted to get more lift on it and didn't.
Yeah. Now here's a pass ahead into the zone. Sty steps one, but not 2 and 3. And now the Blues steal it from number 19, Hodney. Get it ahead.
Blunk after it.
Blunk has to settle by going behind the net, and now the Blues were caught in the middle of a line change. Now the Blues send it back in. This is Munsterman. Good burst of speed from Mark as he gets into the zone, tries to send it around to the far side. Blues send it back. This is Munsterman going to try and catch up to it in the corner. Now Bradley pressed in there from his point position. Kind of dangerous to do in a one-goal game, but we got away with it. Now they battle for it along the side wall on the far side. And it's going to be flipped out. I doubt that that's going to go all the way far enough for an icing. And no, it won't. The Blues have to play it. Nice touch on that clearing pass by the Cedar Rapids player who put just enough on it, so we had to play it. Now the puck is picked up. We got a 2-on-2 as they enter the zone. Man with a backhand shot. It's loose in front. And he makes the save on the rebound as well.
Oh, but turned over.
That was Munsterman that had the shot. Now his slap shot is deflected up and out of play.
Yeah, so the puck laid there loose, and
yeah, Munsterman came in and got a whack at it, but
one of the
Carter made the save.
Got a clear on it too, and wisely sent it to the half wall instead of up the slot.
Okay, Driscoll, Smith, Mendoza, Price, and there's one more out there.
Otten.
Oh, okay. Come on, Jackson, fire it. Oh, he just missed to the right side.
Mendoza wisely picked his stick up at the last moment to let Otten.
Jackson's always had a good slap shot. It's just seems like in the last 3 or 4 weeks he's getting better direction on it and proving to be quite a threat from wherever he is in the offensive zone. Now it's kept in by the Blues, played by Cedar Rapids right in front of their net, but it comes across to the near side. Taken off in there by Price, gets it ahead to Driscoll.
And Driscoll scores! Nice shot.
Henry Driscoll with a snipe to the upper left-hand corner, and the Blues have regained the 2-goal lead.
There's an off-leg shot. He shot off his opposite leg.
That's a big goal for the Blues.
Blocker side high.
Big goal for Henry Driscoll and the Blues. Comes with 10:47 left.
And I don't know if Price is going to get an assist on it, but Price did a nice job of keeping the puck in here at the blue line and caused that eventual goal.
All right, now what the Blues need to guard against is letting down right after they score. They've got to be just as aggressive.
I thought you were going to say stupidity.
No, I'm trying to be nice. This is my last show.
No stupidity.
Here is Otten, backhands it, doesn't get all the way deep, but now it's bounced back out to center ice, and the Blues send it in.
Tag up.
Price.
Again, Price, yeah.
Gets it to, that's Blunk. Blunk settles for a backhand into the corner where Cedar Rapids plays it and sends it around to the near side. Was that 2 goals for Driscoll today? I can't remember who scored the goals.
I know.
Oh, here's a giveaway, a shot.
Oh,
just missed to the right
wide.
side.
Yep.
Cedar Rapids player inadvertently made a blind backhand pass right to Blunk, and he just missed. Now he's going to get another shot, but that shot was knocked down by number 8, Hatton.
Yep.
So.
And again, Price at the point, keeping the puck in 2, 3, 4 times in a row, allowing the Blues to keep some pressure in the offensive zone. It led to a goal on the first one. So Driscoll out there as a center. That's a bit different.
Now the puck is loose in front, and it comes right to Carter.
Play by Smith.
Nice shot by Smith, and a better save by the goaltender Carter.
But that's a good wherewithal to just slap that puck towards the net. Right there.
Your man moves in, shot. Nice job by Carter of hugging the post and making sure that he didn't leave any room there.
His 5-hole is open a little, and I think Driscoll went for it. But he had Smith over on the opposite side, and that he looked for a second, and I thought he was going to pass it. Kept in by Smith.
And
nice
sent
job.
around back to Frangella. He tries to get it out, and he does.
Oh, dang it.
They're going to, let's see, are they going to show that? It's not going to get far enough for an icing as the Blues have to get back and hustle to keep Cedar Rapids from taking advantage. Now it's sent back to center ice. Knocked down by the Blues. Bats it to himself, so there's no hand pass. Sends it into the corner.
No icing.
This is Mendoza is 16 and Morales is 38, right? Yeah.
So
all right.
Smith is 86 and Mendoza is 16, and they both have clear visors.
There's a long pass sent in from just inside the red line, so there's no icing. It comes out along the boards to the near side. And can the Blues get it out? Yes, they can. And then that's going to get picked up by Patton. Patton brings it in. He's hounded there by Alexander. Now they go to pick up the man in the middle, and the Blues get control. And here's a lead pass looking for Alexander.
Just a little in the skates.
All right, and the Blues pick up the puck just inside their own blue line and send it back into the Cedar Rapids zone where Patton plays it again. He gets it to Hodney.
It's not a penalty.
Here's a lead pass.
You can push a guy down from behind. You just can't check them from behind, and there's a big difference. There's an elbow.
Here's a man. This is Patton. He loses it as he tries to get across the blue line.
A stand-up check at the blue line.
Syczewski sends it ahead. It's all the way back into the Cedar Rapids defensive zone.
Blunk hit hard.
There's a shot by Syczewski.
Doesn't get
stopped.
through.
Stopped at the half wall. Now it's sent out. That's not going to go far enough for an icing either as the Blues get control. And they send a long pass to the far side. Get it ahead.
Dre.
This is 18 Dre. Dre gets a shot away. It's deflected off the stick of number 82 Lai. And the puck gets back to center ice, and Syczewski puts it right back in. The Blues tag up, and they're ready to go back in again. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. The Blues lead it by 2 at 4-2. Here's a shot by Syczewski. It's deflected to the corner. Like to see the Blues spending as much time as they are in the offensive zone. That takes a little bit of the heat off. Now it's intercepted by Munsterman. Now here is a shot by Dre right on goal. Carter makes the save. Sends it around to the corner, but the first one there is with Blues. And they send it around to the far wall. And good zone time for the Blues. They took probably close to a minute off the clock there. Now here comes Frangella. Tries to get to the backhand in front. And they score. Nice play.
No signal by the ref yet.
That's a nice play by Frangella, who carried that puck all the way into the zone. And then he just sent one right across the front of the crease. And let's see, I guess that was number 88. We're guessing. We think that was Henry Lagnau's goal. So it's back to a 1-goal game with 6:47 left in the third period. The Blues had done a good job of controlling the puck in the offensive zone, but just goes to show you how fast that can all turn around if a man gets a good rush. Now it's sent in. That's definitely going to be an icing. No, I'm sorry. It was deflected as I look at Mr. Wicks. He's making sign. Oh, there's a centering pass, but nobody there but Cedar Rapids. Back to Otten. Otten sends it into the corner to number 96, Patton. That's the other Patton. Now here's a man, tries to get behind the defense. Now, good check there by Otten. Unfortunately, the Cedar Rapids did have a man almost behind the defense. Can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Now back to the point. Hodney. Puck is loose in the high slot, but now it's kicked out of there and picked up by number 42, Alexander. Alexander going to get a shot away.
And it
bounces back at a bad angle as far as Cedar Rapids was concerned, but nobody there for the Blues.
The goalie didn't know where it went.
Now here's Otten, tries to get it ahead. Otten's caught in deep and sent out and sent right back in.
Yep.
And the Blues are playing this entire period without Waterman. Now, off the goalpost.
Nice pass by Max Smith, but Freiberger hits the post on the open side of the net. I mean, wide open side
comes
of the net.
Comes ahead to Freiberger. Here he comes. Drops it back. Tries to get it to Smith. Now a long shot in front. Deflected off Langella. That almost went off Langella into his own goal. 5 minutes to play in the game. Now here's a potential 2-on-1 here. Blues better get back. Number 34 is put into the boards. That's Sinclair. And the Blues come out. Man is knocked down, but gets it out of the zone. And you're going to see a lot of frantic action in the next 4.5 minutes with Cedar Rapids desperately trying to get back get into the tie here. There's a shot. Nice save by Orr.
Yep.
And can they get it out of the zone? No, they can't. Now they can.
Here goes.
This is Blunk. Blunk's got one man to beat, gets around one, but the man takes him out on a good check.
Yep. A good play.
got the puck out past him, but couldn't get himself past. So now it's intercepted in the zone by the Blues. Puck is loose in the blue zone. Otten gets it ahead. Now pass misses connection, and it goes to number 82. That's Lai. He sends it in deep. First one back. Not sure who that was. No. Blues sent ahead off the boards. And picked up by Cedar Rapids just inside their blue line, back to center ice. Otten tries to backhand it in. It's knocked down just inside the blue line. Otten gets control, sends it ahead. Looking for, is that Driscoll over there?
That's Jack Wright.
Okay, 33, not 23. Oh, his centering pass just goes by the stick of his centerman, who was getting into a really good scoring opportunity there. But
yeah, Henry Driscoll had a good chance and just whiffed on it.
Yeah, I think didn't we have an offside there?
Yep.
Okay.
You didn't hear everybody?
Well, yeah.
Everybody on this side of the rink?
I heard everybody over here yelling offside. I just didn't see a linesman blowing the whistle. So.
Yep, Wicks blew his whistle over here.
So, oh, look at this. Tree to go in the turd, as Pat Foley used to say.
333. Good win back.
Sent across to the near side. Will the Blues get it out? Yes, they do. This is Jackson Otten with a long shot. Oh, just a bit of the blocker on that.
That would have been embarrassing because that almost went in.
Yeah, that was
that upper corner.
That would have been a big one. Oh, here's a man almost intercepting a pass, a lazy pass across the top of the blue line.
Yep.
And that could have been a disaster for the Blues, but they get away with it.
Then Mendoza was dumped down hard.
Now we got two men down in the corner. The Blues try and get control. But it's kept in there by the point man. And now it comes out to center ice. This is number 88, Lagno. Picks it up, sends it up to a teammate just outside the line. It gets caught up in Ron Wicks' skates. And the Blues look to try and get it in deep. Freiberger skates past it. We're going to get a penalty.
That's a horrible call.
Oh, man.
The man fell down on his own. Man.
I didn't think it was a penalty, but I was afraid they were going to call it anyway, and that's what they've done. And so Cedar Rapids is going to get a chance here with 2:35 left to tie the game with a power play. I imagine they will try and play this straight up for the first minute or so, and if they haven't tied it by then, they might look at pulling their goaltender to get an extra forward in play.
Yeah, but that's risky because we get the free icing.
That's true, but we're a long way from that.
I know.
And we're going to get a timeout, strategically called timeout by Cedar Rapids as they want to rest their best power play personnel. And that'll give Coach Joe and Coach Otten a chance to make sure they have their penalty killers rested and ready to go. 2:35 left in the season for the Blues. Cedar Rapids has another game to play at least, and if they win that, they could keep playing through the weekend next week. They got some tough competition over there when you get to the top of the bracket, though, with the Oak Leaves and especially the Capitals. Capitals have had a great season.
Just a machine. Just.
You know, and I looked at our games against the Capitals. Not only did they beat us like a drum, but they had virtually no penalties. And whatever a few minor penalties they did collect, they were, the usual, the hooks and the holes. There was no roughing. There was no slashing. I think they've got a real good culture over there with that particular group of players and that coaching staff because they've been good.
Yep. And like I said to you at the time, when you have the puck on your stick for most of the game,
that helps.
You're not going to get those penalties. I mean, there
have been other teams that have beaten the snot out of us and weren't very nice about it. I thought that the Capitals played a very clean,
right.
Kept in. It gets out at the blue line, so they send it right back in. Back to the point. Here's Frangella. Gets it over on the right side. They're going to get a shot away. Missed the net. Rolls all the way out. And that's going to go all the way down. And
that helped us.
the force of that shot bouncing off the boards is what.
Oh, they did pull the
Oh,
goalie.
yep, they've got 6-on-4 now. So what the Blues want to do here is if they can get possession of the puck and get to center ice before they shoot at the empty net.
We don't have to worry. We're killing a penalty.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. You are correct, sir.
That's why I said it's kind of risky because we get the free icing.
You are correct. All right, behind the net. Cedar Rapids controls into the corner. Here's a man right up top. Shot. Big save. Puck is loose into the corner. Nice job there by the defense to clear that to the corner. Got a minute to go on the penalty. Cedar Rapids on a 6-on-4 with their goaltender pulled. Blues looking to get it out. Oh, and the man can't do it.
Here
Now,
we go.
There's a long shot. Going to miss the
go
net.
wide, but still.
No, it's not an icing. It's not an icing.
How do you not know the rule?
Yeah. Well, the fans are not happy with that. That's a big mistake on part of the linesman for calling.
Sam Blunk is asking why the faceoff's not down there, and the refs are right.
It has to be at center ice. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's
But
46 seconds left.
Horrible. I mean,
on
there's
the penalty.
no excuse for that one.
No, there really isn't. I mean, we were all calling it from up here.
Yeah.
And if we know, all right.
Here's
Hodney. Hodney going, tries to center it in front.
Oh,
Picked up. Here's a long clearing pass, and it's a goal. The Blues scored empty net. And the Blues are going to win this game.
Well, there's 31 seconds of power play still for the Rough Riders, and 1:06 in the game.
Was that Blunk?
Yep. Turned with patience.
The captain of the team, Sam Blunk,
who's had a good
picked up the puck
season.
Inside his own blue line, took a few strides over the blue line, and knowing that he didn't have to cross the center line because of the shorthanded situation, fired one from about 100 feet, dead center, and the Blues have a 2-goal lead with 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Now the Blues still have to kill off this penalty, but now Cedar Rapids has gone back to, that was close. Oh, and he was offside.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, you got that right. Makes me wonder if they would have called that if everybody on this side of the rink wasn't yelling.
I'm not sure. Now the puck is cleared back into the zone. We're under a minute to go in the game and about 15 seconds left on the Blues penalty, but the Blues now have a 2-goal lead. Here's a man breaking in, sends it wide of the net all the way to the corner. Sent in front and kept in.
Oh, good job.
Blues may get another chance. Oh no, we got the goalie back in. But we have killed off the penalty, and Alexander sends it in behind the net. We're down to less than 30 seconds. There's a long lead pass intercepted inside the blue line by Jack Wright. And the Blues are going to gain control of it in their own zone. That's
20 seconds.
Price. Price going to take it to the safety behind his own net.
Otten with it.
Jackson Otten loses control, but it's in the corner. We're down to 11 seconds. They miss the pass, and it's out of the zone. And by the time they get out, this game is going to be just about over.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. And the Blues win their last game of the year, defeating the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders by a score of 5-3. Great effort in particular by Brendan Orr in the Blues net.
Yep.
Great way to end the season, and a great way for us to go out of my last game and Blues Sports Network last game of the year. Of course, Dan will be back, hopefully with a new volunteer announcer to help him with the game.
If anybody wants to work with me.
And, kudos to both teams because the end of the second period looked like things were
gonna be messy.
Heating up, and they didn't. Both teams played hard. They played well. Cedar Rapids closed it to within 1 goal, and then when they made it 4-3, and then that penalty gave us the Blues an opportunity to shoot for the open net, and Sam Blunk hit it dead center, and the Blues have won the game. So, Dan, anything else you have to say?
I just want to say again, thank you, Greg, for helping out when I gave you the offer to help out. It was a pleasure and honor. I'll miss you. Like I said, the stat department is going to need 2 or 3 people to replace you.
Well, I really to have the season end like this is really like going out with a good taste in your mouth, and hopefully things will be on the upswing for the Blues next year as Coach Dabalier walks off the ice with a big home victory, and this is a great way to end it. So until next year, when hopefully Dan will be back with a new set of broadcasts for us. I have every intention of coming down to games when I can, but I probably won't be at every one like I have for the last 5 years. So anyway, that's it from the River's Edge in Davenport. Have a great summer, and we'll see you in the fall. This is Quad City Blues Hockey.